Chef Freddy here at Fantasy Springs with my cooking tip of the week. Today, we're going to make a Korean shrimp stew. We have to talk about the shrimp. What we're going to use here is a head-on tiger prawn. The reason we're keeping the heads on is because that's where all the flavor comes from. You can take it off if you want or buy shrimp without the heads, but you're never going to get that flavor. So what we're going to do to make it easier to eat is we're going to take the shell off, just leaving the head and the tail, and then all the meat in the middle will be easy to eat. You get a pair of kitchen shears, go right behind the head and right under that first section of the tail, or the body I should say, and start cutting straight down, okay? Come to about the last section there and then just stop. You can easily start peeling that away. You go underneath, you'll be grabbing the shell and the legs will all come away with it. It is important to leave both the head and the tail on when this goes into the stew. That's where you get all the flavor. Get a nice Dutch oven or a good sauce pot on the stove. And you want about good 2 tablespoons of butter. Butter's nice and hot, bubbling. You want to put about 2 or 3 sliced shallots. We're going to cook this until it just starts to turn a little bit golden. A tablespoon of minced garlic and also about a tablespoon of minced ginger. Stir that till you really start to smell the fragrance. Okay, now when it's good and fragrant, the garlic and the ginger is starting to turn a little golden. Turn the heat completely off. Let it rest for about 30 seconds like that. So now, key ingredient. This is what gives it all the Korean flavor. We're going to use Korean red pepper powder, gochujang, not to be confused with Korean pepper paste, okay? This is the Korean red pepper powder, a good 1.5 tablespoons of that. With the heat still off, just stir that in. Now to that, now we want to add about a tablespoon of olive oil, maybe 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar. Turn the heat up, high heat. To that, we're going to add about 2 cups of warm water. The broth is starting to come to a nice simmer. We're going to add a good tablespoon, maybe a 1.5 tablespoons of Asian fish sauce. We're going to start to nestle in our shrimp. Maybe I'll put 6 in. I'm using broccoli rabe. So we're going to nestle that in along with the prawns, red radishes, the rest of the prawns, or the broccoli rabe, and some more of those thin sliced red radishes. Now that all the head-on prawns are in there, the radishes, the broccoli rabe, we're going to go ahead and let that come up to a boil, turn it down to a simmer, then we're going to put a cap on it and let it cook for about maybe 7 or 8 minutes. It should be done at that point. And there you have it, Korean shrimp stew. I'm Chef Freddy from Fantasy Springs, and I'll see you next time. Forget about it.